Hi, we
Ah,
are live. This is What's the Dilemma, and I am here with Amee, who is the manager of the Ghetto Doves. So welcome, Amee.
thank
I'm
you.
so excited to actually get to talk with you. I talk with you all the time in Twitter Spaces, but it's nice to actually put a face to the username and get to really converse with you over this. I really love doing this mini series where we get to talk and see each other because I find it so much easier to have real conversations. So welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna take a moment here and tweet out the links so that people can watch
Awesome.
us, or it's even recorded so people can come back and watch it. Yeah.
You
I,
tag Doves Ghetto in the tweet?
yeah, of course I will. I was planning on it. Try to tag as many people in these things as possible.
Nice.
There we go. That is tagged, and I'm gonna DM it to you.
Awesome.
There we go. Okay, so I have a few questions about you, though. First, before we dive into Ghetto Doves. Oh, you disappeared a little bit. That's because you're looking at the link I just sent you. I hope you can still hear me. I was just going to ask maybe for your backstory on how you came to Web3. I know that you've got quite a bit of experience in the IT field, but what really brought you into Web3? I'll give you a moment since you're not here right now. Because I know that you kind of joined. There we go. Did you hear
Sorry
that
about
though?
that. I did. Just did not hear that. I apologize for
Oh
that.
no, it's okay. I can ask you again. No worries. I just wanted to hear a little bit about your backstory before coming into Web3, because I know you've got quite a bit of experience
Yeah,
in the field in general, and what brought you to Web3 and
yeah. I
this journey so
appreciate
far.
that. Yeah, so I have about 18 years as an employee, was it 24 years, and IP technology background. So I started as
Dang.
a secretary, not knowing
Mhm.
anything, and basically worked my way up just learning hands on,
Mhm.
and wanting to make money.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started off with doing some engineering and requirements to some kind of testing, um, and then eventually going on to project and product management. And so my that's really my background in that level of so coming into Web 3.0 was definitely different, right? Because just this whole
Mhm.
thing with NFTs and the terminology being used. So bit of a learning curve, but
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah. And I remember meeting you kind of around the same time that I got into everything, because I kind of got into everything in January, and
Right.
you were really close after we started hanging out in spaces and stuff. Um, and I really enjoy all of your input. You're so smart, and I really adore you. You're a wonderful person to have around in these communities. We met through the Psycho Kitty community, and then you started doing your Ghetto Doves project. Before I dive into Ghetto Doves, though, do you have long-term Web3 goals for yourself? What would you like to see with your journey?
Yeah, so I think for myself, I mean, it's really well, is just the commitment I have to this project,
Hmm.
really, and seeing it through and just continuing. And, we're really all entrepreneurs in this space, right? And we're learning so much. So yeah, I would say that my longevity is to the project. It's to continue to innovate based on GD's creativity
Hmm.
and pushing the innovation. What can we do on the blockchain? What can we do from the way we deliver that art and maximize technology to kind of fit his ideation when it comes to the artwork.
Yeah, I love the artwork. It's so good. It like so it stands out so much. It's so different than a lot of the other things that I've seen, which like I'll share my screen here because I've got some stuff up on my computer. So are you full-time Web3 is another question I wanted to ask. Like do
Uh,
you have like a real life job or are you just doing web work right now?
I do have a real life job.
Yeah.
I guess they call it the 9 to 5, right around.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So, yeah, those hours are typically a little longer than a 9 to 5, but I do have a real job. Really blessed to have that job, and then blessed to really be able to come into this space. It's really a challenge when you do a project on the outside and it's more in a corporate space,
Mhm.
right? There's so many people on the team. I'm talking hundreds, and everyone has their intricate pieces that they support the product to go into delivery, right? Where
Mhm.
here we have a smaller team.
Yes.
So clearly, we wear many hats, right?
Yes.
To be able to deliver on the program.
Yeah.
And know that that's going to change over time.
Mhm.
It's just that, yeah. So I think that um, there's definitely longevity, and really looking forward to it, and just keep on going.
Yeah. Well, like I want to say something that I've always noticed about you and the Ghetto Doves project is your consistency. Like you are always there. You're always putting out content. You're keeping up with everything. You're on the ball. I've paid attention. I see it.
Mhm.
I see you guys. Um, I did want to ask you because I love asking this question in general because there's so many different opinions and viewpoints on it. But like challenges that you have personally faced in your Web3 journey, and like how have you surpassed those as well? I love hearing the different sides from different individuals in this space.
Um, I would say that the challenges was probably breaking into Web3,
Hmm.
right? Communities are very tight knit. And so when you first enter a community, there's a process to enter a community. It's not like I come in and, hey, everybody knows me and knows my background. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
it's like kumbaya. So I think there's a process that takes place with coming into Web 3.0. I think there is also a process. Which is high. To be successful, you have to be able to network, and I think that is key as well. Being able to network amongst your peers, and I do look at it like that, right? And I think we both do. Is all of these other projects are our. Um,
Trying to share it on my phone and it's playing back.
um, so I do believe that all of the one thing that we stand for also is that these projects are our peers. This isn't a competition in any way. So I think that when you do first come into Web 3.0, you recognize that, and every day is a grind, and every day may not go 100% smooth, right? And
Yes.
it's sitting back and recapping at the end of the night, which we do, is what are the pros and cons? What did we learn from today? How do we
Hmm.
pivot and make sure that we can be able to make the right changes and adjustments for the
Hmm.
next.
Hmm.
Yeah, I hope that answered the question.
No, yeah, absolutely. I love hearing that you guys have like a team that really like breaks it down and works together to like just continue growing as far and well as you can. Um, what are there any other like communities and projects you're involved in? Like I know you're quite involved in like the Psycho Kitties community with me, and we hold it like our Tuesday spaces. But are there any other ones that you're really into or
Uh,
working with?
and not working with, no. I mean, we partnered up with CG Grind, and they're for the marketing aspect of things,
Hmm.
right? So we did recognize that when launching the 3,500 piece on Ibisu Bay, what we wanted to ensure is that we had the right focus and the right team to be able to do that. So we did partner up with them to be able to get that support. I would say we're not, we're supportive of all of the projects out there. Yes, typically my time is spent with the Psycho Kitties and the Mollies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, we really do respect the two artists over there as well, but we don't differentiate in the sense of, there's everybody's grinding and working super hard to get their
Mm-hmm.
projects known and out there. And however we can support, we do. We had
Yeah.
we had a great uh, rap battle with the Beatheads.
Yes. Yes,
So
you guys are really into like the hip hop and the rap stuff, and like I've been seeing that too. And like I've got like the website up with the theme song on it. I was gonna play it here in a little bit.
awesome. Yeah, so that actually, or pretty organic the way that that happened, right? And they were like, "You have to come to our space." So it was just a beautiful thing, Dilemma. Actually, here you had a space which two teams just came together. They enjoyed each other's company, and it turned out that those two teams that night comprised of all of these projects coming together. It wasn't
Yeah.
just one project, right? And that's really the ecosystem that we're building with the Ghetto Doves as well. Is there's just people are tied to many different projects, and that's
Mhm.
okay, and that we welcome them if they have a dove or they don't have one, and
Oh,
maybe.
absolutely. Like the community like growth and outreach that you guys have done, and just like the acceptance of everyone, it's really, it's, I love it. And I think that we're a part of some really cool spaces like that. So when did you start working with Ghetto Doves? Like, because you guys have been doing really well, and like it hasn't been very long either.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, February 13th was the day.
Okay. Yeah, nice. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, like you guys haven't been around that long at all, and you've minted. How is the minting process going?
So it's going well. We have sold 617
Yay.
pieces, yeah. And and it's funny because you do hit many challenges in Web 3.0
Mhm.
from, you're going to mint and you, unbeknownst to you, but there were development issues that happened that day with CDC. Just did a drop, some code changes, and the platform we're on, Ibisu Bay, and so they had to work out some issues that were going on between their interfaces. So there was some manual work that needed to be done there, as well as the automated drop that happened. So you always will face some
Mhm.
technical issues along the way.
Mhm.
Sorry, my
Sorry,
bad
I'm
stuff.
getting ready to share screen here because I'm gonna bring up the link tree. It's all little here. Um, trying my screen. If we can get that working. Boop boop doop doop. Can we see my screen? Or is it
Yeah.
just, there we go. Okay. So, I've got your Twitter here open because I wanted to go with the link tree. A bunch of nice links here, but the first one I wanted to go to as well was the actual Ghetto Doves website. I love your guys' artwork. It is so clean, by the way. Your artist is phenomenal. I hope everyone can see this.
He's the creator, the artist, and the founder. And I don't know if we did this in the beginning, but my role is as the project manager for the project. Um,
Mhm.
and he has 20 years of experience with working with global brands such as Nike, Disney, Marvel, and quite a few other that I can't even like list out. But so I'm really blessed.
Yeah.
I really working with him in that capacity because he's very meticulous, and therefore
Mhm.
everything we do is taken in very good stride.
Yeah. I love it. I've loved it since the beginning. It always stood out to me. I'm so happy to see like what you guys have done so far. And here is the prices as well. It is in Crow. Ooh, I like that it turns yellow when I highlight it. So passport holders, and so passport. For people that don't know, what is a passport, Amee?
Yeah, so passports, they will never be created again. But when the
Mhm,
50 shop originally was on the CDC platform, each of those
mhm.
holders wanted to, kind of airdrop them something. So, meaning give them an NFT for free, for those of you who may not be familiar. But so each of those members received a custom airdrop,
Pardon me.
which was designed across highlighting the five boroughs of New York for
Mhm.
the Ghetto, being their home bases in New York City. And those passports not only unlock the boroughs and kind of this friendly rivalry, if you will, a little bit between boroughs, but it actually also opened up the benefits that they would receive when we did this drop on a Bay.
Yeah, and that's really cool. And then like Abisis Bay founding members, that's another like thing that you could have purchased to get benefits through Abisis Bay if people don't know about that. So there's a different price for those holders, and then there's the public price as well, which is 295 crow. Um,
295.
and then there's the like I love this little I love graphic roadmaps. Like if you're gonna do a roadmap, I love to see it like laid out in a little infograph, because it just like gives you something to kind of see and go off of. So would you like to like maybe go over the little roadmap here before I dive into the in-depth one?
Yeah. Do you have, you want me to walk through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my pleasure. So
Yeah, because the roadmap is right here.
yeah, that's probably a much wordier. But
Yes.
as far as,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
infographic,
like give us the easy version, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, absolutely. Basically, the gamification of this is as you mint. You can mint anywhere from 1 to 20 in a pack. But the goal is to collect all seven Ghetto Dove characters, and it's
Hmm.
it's a fun play of the characters, and they each have individual personalities. So we have Nooch, who's really like kind of good with his hands, and we have Chi Chi, she's like the cool chick. Slick Money, Kane, who's like Slick Money, Young Dirty. We have Peanut, he's kind of the real funny dude. Stan, he's like the Lower East Side punk emo. Oh, great, you have the bios up there. Awesome.
Yeah.
And Dan is the one with the blue hair. And
Yeah, I
Peacock
love that.
right next to him. Sorry, it's like print's a little small, but and he's the player's kid brother. And so, the fun part
Mhm,
is being able to collect all seven characters. And when you collect all seven characters,
mhm.
you will be airdropped an EB NFT card, and that's our way of calling it an electronic benefits NFT card. It's a way of starting to be able to level up, if you will. That will then reward each.
Cool.
The NFT will then reward you a custom Ghetto Dove scratch off card. And that will allow you to win some IRL prizes, Oculuses, custom Ghetto Dove Air Force Ones, Netflix, Amazon gift cards, and so it's a whole slew of gift
Ooh.
cards there and some merch. So it's really a fun play. And
Mhm.
more recently, to add to this, in our Discord, people have been trading their Ghetto Doves to try to find out who has the most rare ones. And some of them are not only
Ooh,
a collection of seven, but they're starting to collect based on attributes also.
cool. Yeah, I have the Discord open right here. You guys have a lot of channels. I like that. There's a lot of different things. Um, so I remember I had a hard time joining your guys' Discord a while ago, but I did get that fixed up.
Awesome.
Here. And I had to rejoin because my Discord is finicky sometimes. But here, I just found that trade your doves section. Now, Discord is quite
Yeah. So in
slow
the,
on my computer.
I see that. Um,
That's really, really cool that like your community is just like working there to try to like get the best options with the Discord because it's angry with me.
Is it freezing
Good.
you?
Did I freeze up?
Yep.
Okay, are we good? Can everyone hear me now?
Yes. You're less frozen now.
But that's sweet. I love your roadmap. You guys are minting. Okay, good. You guys are minting right now. Yeah, Discord kind of hates me. That's why I don't do a lot of stuff on Discord. I try, I really do. um, so you guys are still minting. Collect all 7 characters. You said you could mint up to 20 in a pack. Was that it?
Yes. So we wanted to be able
Can you hear
to make
me?
air. We hear me. Can you
Yes.
hear me? Okay. um,
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Yeah, we just want to make things fair, where people wouldn't come in and just sweep the floor, get like 100 of them, and then they would be able to control the market. So we wanted to put like a cap on that.
Yeah, that's sweet. I like that. And so I'm just like reading little things in the roadmap here, like the theme song and the rap battles. You guys have already done that. Um, a safe and educational space for veterans, Navy and Marine and Army. That's really cool. You're also going to have a personalized channel for first responders.
Yes,
That's really neat as
actually,
well.
yeah, we changed it actually, which I have to update the roadmap, to people in uniform, because what we noticed, we weren't encapsulating our friends that might be nurses, for example, or
Yeah.
other things like Meg. So, so
Yeah, I was just gonna say like that. No, that's wonderful, amazing.
yeah, so
Thank
these
you, and thank them. They're amazing people for what they do.
these are like little pivots, right? So we were talking about earlier where as you're networking and you're meeting people, we welcome, just being able to understand where people are coming from, maybe where their professions are, where their livelihood is, something they care about, and so that was one of the things we're like, okay, Meg's a nurse. Well, that, how can we fit that in properly, right?
Yeah,
Started saying, well, maybe we make it a little bit more general. So if people who are just in uniform, it could be a UPS post worker, right?
yeah.
It can hop in there, and it's not so segregated.
And like here's some shots of the artwork here. Again, I love it. It's so clean. It like represents a lot of different like styles and just things out of New York. I love it.
And there's travel, right? So after this EBT airdrop, that EBT is going to change in the next part of the next roadmap, which will change to a virtual plane ticket, and then the Ghetto Doves will be traveling like on summer vacation for
Ooh.
those days, right? Summer gets out, school's out, and you start in your summer vacations. So yeah, we're super excited with the all of
That's
their
cool. And yeah, here's the little intros to you guys here on the website, your team. So IP and ownership. Do you want to dive into that a little bit?
Sure. So the IP and ownership allows those who mint to be able to basically the purchase of their NFT will allow them to utilize it for commercial use for their own property, like maybe a bag or a t-shirt, whatever
Mhm.
they like. We just ask that you don't make any derivatives of the artwork. Uh, all of our artwork, as well as the Ghetto Devs brand, is all
Mhm.
trademarked
Mhm.
through the United States.
Yeah,
And that was really important for us to do as well, to not only
yeah,
ensure that this artwork was authentic.
yeah, yeah. Like, and it says so right here. I've got it highlighted. Again, I love that you did like a yellow highlight on this website. It looks good. Um, and then I noticed that you've got the Ghetto Doves theme here. And I was just gonna like hit play. Hopefully that works. Let's see here. Come on.
Pull up at the deli, I keep frying food, filling up my belly. GD's what up, we ready. Ghetto Doves here, the flock is heavy. NFTs coming steady, Scully on too cool. You know how Nooch do, quick with the hands, man, that boy go cuckoo. Shout out the Young Dirty, that verse 730. He gets super crazy, never show no mercy. Truth hurts, better put the crew first. DYOR, do your own research. Now, brother, take it back like reruns. Sam been my man ever since free lunch. Gotta watch, you know what's not your lady up. Peanut got the jokes, they be saying that he played too much cane. Got the 3 cuts in his eyebrow. He stay wildin' now, don't be jumping turnstiles. Staten Island, Rikers Island, dripping the chain with the hands diamond. Chi get respect, big trades on deck. She gon' hold the whole, she the coolest out the P-checks. So never worry, get it in a hurry. PFP cold like February. On mint or secondary. Ghetto Doves, we legendary.
Okay. This is awesome. This is really, really good. And like just I'm gonna stop and we're gonna go back. Maybe.
Yeah, so
yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I hadn't actually listened to that yet.
So one of our community members made that, and you know, one of the things that gravitated us towards the whole rap battle is they would basically put these verses, whether it be poetry or rap or, you know, just a silliness of a song, into one of our Discord channels, and that slowly cultivated this thought for somebody to actually be like, I'm gonna go and make a song, and they did, and it's available on Apple and Spotify as well.
That's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my fucking Spotify playlist and like sneak that in there when I'm at parties sometimes, you know?
Nice.
No, this has been like super wonderful. You answered like every single question I had. It was nice to get a face to the name and the voice that I hear all the time and love. Thank you as well for being a part of my Web3 journey, because like I have never really been in the tech world. Like I do understand it. My father has worked tech for years. We were like the first people that had high-speed internet in my hometown. I was talking to Marshall before this, but like my hometown had a whole 900 people. So that was a big deal for us to have like internet in general. But like we were the only house that did. So like I was that kid that everyone came to my house to like watch things on the internet. So it's really cool for me to be like onboarding people into this scene as well, because that's exactly what I used to do when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13 kind of thing, and like showing my friends what the internet was. I'm doing the same thing again, and I'm so happy that you're a part of that journey with me.
So no, we really appreciate it, Dilemma. I mean, wonderful what you're doing, and you know, I wish you and the team best of luck, because this is an amazing little broadcast show. And you know, like you said, you know, you're doing this here, and you're also doing your own I know you do your own work and your own art as well, and to be able to stream it in all these different locations is, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm glad that you were on today. I'm gonna cut it here. I think we've done a good half hour.
Yeah.
It's been so wonderful to have you on What's the Dilemma? There isn't one.
Hey.
Because it's all great. It's amazing. Thank you so much for being you and working so hard on this project.
Thank you, Dilemma, and thank you for
And
having
congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
I just close it.
Like, wait, now what?